Starting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be getting the 2023 Pokemon Day Pokemon Presents, going over all new games, events, and everything like that for the Pokemon franchise. Now, I'm very excited for this, along with many other people, and we have a lot of high hopes for this. And in today's video, I wanted to go over what I think would be, will not be, and also my hopes for the Pokemon Presents tomorrow morning. Let's get started. Alrighty, the first thing I want to touch on, obviously, is the Scarlet and Violet DLC. Now, if you've played through Scarlet and Violet and you've read the Scarlet and Violet book in the Academy, after you beat the main story, I believe it is, we see these legendary Pokemon, Paradox Pokemon. And if you can tell, they look awfully familiar because they both look like a fusion of the one on the left here being a fusion of Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, and then the fusion on the left is, or on the right, my apologies, is what looks to be a fusion of Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion, or Verizon, whatever the hell. And with those, obviously led to speculation that we were going to be getting a new DLC for this game, which I'm starting to lean on the fact that these are most likely Paradox Pokemon, with these three being some Paradox form of a fusion of these legendaries, or something with the time machine or something like that with how the Paradox works. I don't know. Who knows? But if this is something that we were to get, I could definitely see it happening. Or we could just get something totally different, like Kalos DLC is something that other people have been speculating, but we will touch on that here later on. Another thing we are guaranteed to probably see tomorrow is the Pokemon Home release date connection for Scarlet and Violet, where we can finally transfer our Pokemon from Pokemon Home to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and vice versa. This is one thing that I'm looking forward to the most because there's so many Pokemon that we know, like from Legends Arceus, such as Kleavor, Hisuian Typhlosion, the Hisuian starters in general, Hisuian Arcanine. Those are Pokemon that are only transfer Pokemon only, and I'm very excited to put them into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and get them into some serious actual Pokemon battles, whereas in Legends Arceus, where they were introduced, there wasn't many Pokemon battles to use them in. So this I'm very excited for, and this is something I'm looking forward to, and I'm really hoping we do get the release date for this tomorrow. Next one that I believe will definitely be in the presents tomorrow is going to be the connection for Pokemon Go with Generation 8 and the Gen 7 gimmick with the Z moves. As you know, we already have Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Go, and we've already got Gen 7 starters into Pokemon Go. Now is the time where we would get the next big thing for Pokemon Go, and the next thing I can think of would be implementing Z moves into the game, and also adding the Gen 8 starters. We've already got Zacian, Zamazenta, some other Gen 8 Pokemon in Pokemon Go right now, but the starters have not been put in, and I do believe tomorrow we will probably see something with that. And who knows, I would like to see something with Z-moves. I don't know how that'd be implemented with how the battles are supposed to be really quick and stuff like that, and we've already got Megas, so this might be a little bit of a complicated way to go, but I can see that being something that will be either brought up tomorrow or soon to be brought up in the future, who knows. But this is something that I guarantee you will probably be mentioned tomorrow. Next up, we have the updates for the three event-based sort of Pokemon games that or Pokemon side games we have. Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Masters EX, and also Pokemon Cafe Mix. This is all stuff we always see in the Pokemon Directs, or Pokemon Presents, my apologies. This is something we always see in these directs, is just updates or new characters coming to Pokemon Unite, new characters coming to Pokemon Masters EX, and new Pokemon and stuff being added to Pokemon Cafe Mix. This is all stuff I really just kind of skip through because I never do play these games. I never have. I will like to try them one day. I mainly would like to try out Pokemon Unite, maybe try streaming that. Let me know if you guys would like to see that in the comments. But yeah, this is stuff I believe we would definitely most likely see as a quick little segment in tomorrow's Presents. Alrighty, and next we have the Pokemon spin-off series. We have so many different kinds of Pokemon spin-off games: Pokemon Ranger, these puzzle challenge games, Conquest, Gale of Darkness, Battle Revolution, all kinds of stuff like that, Mystery Dungeon. I do believe we are in store to get something along those lines. We've already got a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon recently, so I could definitely see them doing something like that again this year and announcing it tomorrow. Who knows what we'll see. but I do believe we are in store for some new Pokemon spin-off game. I can't tell you what it could be because there's just so many different options that we could get out of it. But yeah, this is something I guarantee you we will probably see for a new spin-off game, and yeah, hopefully it's a good one. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in store for us for that. And yeah, on to the next one. Alrighty, now this is a topic I am very, very, very ready to touch on. Now, as you guys know, if you've watched the previous Nintendo Direct that just came recently, we got the announcement that the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance were going to be put onto the Switch. And as you saw, if you paid attention, there was only one Pokemon game that was confirmed to be on there, and that was the Pokemon trading card game. Now, like me and a lot of other people, no one really knows what it is, so it makes sense why the Pokemon Company wouldn't take the time out of their presents to announce a game like that for it. But I do believe that this is a very good opportunity for Pokemon to go ahead and announce these games from the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color to be put onto the Switch right after the announcement for these systems to be put onto the Switch. This is something very, very exciting for Pokemon fans like myself, and I'm really, really hoping that they do go through with this, because I know we've already gotten this on the 3DS. We got the old games and stuff like that put on the 3DS. I believe it was the Game Boy games that were only put on the 3DS, but yeah. So this is a very good opportunity for that, and also it's a very good opportunity to also announce maybe something for the Nintendo 64, but I think we've already gotten some announcements for that. I'm not 100% sure, but this is something I'm very excited for, and a lot of us are really speculating that they are going to announce this for the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance emulators that are being put onto the Switch. Now we're going to touch on the stuff that I really do not think will be revealed tomorrow, that I know a lot of people have kind of speculated on Twitter and stuff like that, and that is the remakes for Pokemon Black and White, or another enhanced version like Black and White 3 or something like that. I don't think we're in store for this. I think it is A, too early for that, and B, I also think that if they were to do it, it obviously just wouldn't be now. But I feel like they take a different approach with it, maybe have another Legends game for it. This is a perfect region with a good story to have a good opportunity for another Legends game, but I'm not really sure. I just do not think anything like this is going to be announced tomorrow, just because we've already gotten the Scarlet and Violet games out, and this definitely looks like a game where we're going to be getting DLC this year. So maybe this could be something that's announced next year for 2024 Pokemon Presents, but I really do not think that this year they're going to have this in store for us, because I do think right now it is just way too early. Another thing that I do believe is not going to be announced in these presents that people have been kind of speculating is that the Scarlet and Violet DLC will be on Kalos. Now, this is what I said I was going to touch on earlier in this video, and now we're going to get to that point right now. So, I really do not see them adding Kalos to this game. This wouldn't be obviously the first game where we have 2 regions to go through, but I really do not think that a previous region such as Kalos will be the move that they go with for a Scarlet and Violet DLC. Geographically, it does make sense because Kalos is based off of France and Paldea is based off of Spain, and they're right next to each other geographically. And so it makes sense, but I really do not think they would do that. And the reason why is because we've already got the gimmick for terastallizing. I really don't think they would bring back Megas now, and especially with how buggy the game is in general, with terror raids and stuff like that. I really don't see them bringing back Mega Evolutions along with it to kind of throw into these raids. Maybe if they did, they would just keep it, exclusive for outside of raids, but I really do not think that is the case. I do think that we are only in store for just another part of the Paldea region we're going to get revealed and stuff like that, just like Sword and Shield. I really don't think it's going to be a previous region like this, as the idea is really, really awesome, and I know we would all love to see that. I just don't see that being the case, unfortunately. Touching on what I said earlier about the Gen 5 remakes and how we may get a Legends game for it because there's good potential for it. I know people are kind of suspecting it for tomorrow's Presents. Obviously, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that we are in store for maybe just another remake or something like that. But yeah, who knows? This could be potential down the line, but everybody is suspecting a Legends Unova or something like that, or Legends Kyurem or something like that. I understand that, but I really do not think that's going to be the case. Another point that I kind of want to touch on is that just the reason why we kind of got the Legends game does kind of make sense, because this Legends game is based around the god of all Pokemon. So it really does, it kind of, I don't know. Excuse me for stuttering, but it just seems like that it's going to be difficult to just make a sequel. It would be mainly to what was already a very good game of Legends Arceus. I know it would raise a lot of excitement and everything for the fan base having another Legends game, and I'm more than open to the idea of it, but I really don't see them going with that path just because of how great of a concept they had with Legends Arceus and how it would be kind of difficult to just move forward with that same concept. Another thing I really do not think we are in store for tomorrow is a Legends, or sorry, not Legends, I'm talking about Legends way too much, is a Let's Go Johto game. I really do not think that's going to be the case, and I really think that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are going to be the only Let's Go games we ever do see. I know that there was already a statement made by someone in the Pokemon company that kind of confirmed that we were not going to get any more Let's Go games, and thank the Lord for that. Yes, there was many parts of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee that I did love, and I know that they could do some stuff with Johto for that and show a little more love for Johto, because we haven't really gotten any love for it since Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So this would be a good chance to get a Johto remake onto the Switch, but I really do not think that's going to be the case, unfortunately. But yeah, in my personal opinion, I do not want another Let's Go Pokemon game, just because of how easy it was and everything like that. And I really don't want to see them do that with something like Johto. I think that the Let's Go idea should just be kind of kept in the past. Alright, now I'm going to get into what I would personally hope to see out of this Presents tomorrow. And this is going to be the first thing I touch upon, is I want to see a brand new Pokemon Stadium game. I want to see a Pokemon Stadium where we have all the Pokemon in it. I want to see a game where we have all the gimmicks in it. Not just a new region where we get every, a brand new region where we get all the new gimmicks in that. I understand where they would want to keep the exclusives in one region or generation at a time. Like, keep Megas in Gen 6, keep Zemus in Gen 7, keep Dynamax in Gen 8, and keep Terastallizing in Gen 9. I understand leaving them in those games. But to serve the fans something to where we would get to see all these gimmicks again, I believe a Pokemon Stadium with all the Pokemon, all of the gimmicks and everything, just put it all into one. You don't have to have all the regions and everything like that. Obviously, what's the point of making remakes and stuff like that if you're going to do that? But I'm just saying, this is just a concept that I've wanted to see for so long. I just want to see a game where we have all the Pokemon back in one game. It doesn't have to be like that for, the new titles and stuff like that. For next generations, keep whatever Pokemon you want to keep. Take out the ones you don't. But this would be a perfect game where you just have all your gimmicks. You have all your Pokemon in it. You don't have to have all the regions, just the Pokemon, the gimmicks and stuff like that. Let them have it as like a battle simulator, just like this game is. And excuse me, damn, I'm going way crazy on this one. But this is it would be something that would serve everyone who's had kind of controversies with the Pokemon company over the last couple years, like with the National Dex cut, the gimmicks no longer being in the new games and stuff like that. It would kind of all serve as like a redemption, I guess, for the Pokemon company for the criticism they got for this kind of stuff. So this is something I just love to see. Now, something I do want to touch upon, as we are planning on the idea of getting the Pokemon Game Boy games and the Pokemon Game Boy Advance games. We're all planning, or hoping at least, that we'll see them on the Switch here tomorrow announced. But if that is the case, I would love to see that implemented into Pokemon Home. I don't think this would really happen just because it's kind of like on an emulator sort of thing. So I don't really think that would really be possible. But if they could be implemented in a Pokemon Home, you can bring Pokemon from the very, very old games into the very new ones and stuff like that. I think that'd be so, so awesome, and it's a good opportunity to try that out. So, yeah, let's hope for the best in seeing that. And that's going to wrap up this video for today. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. I hope you guys like and enjoy some of the ideas that I've kind of brought up and discussed through and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think of some of this stuff and what you think we're going to see in tomorrow's presents in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what your guys' opinions are. And thank you very much for the support lately. The support has been excellent on the channel lately, and I really, really appreciate it. It's fun making these videos and stuff like that. I really do enjoy it. So, yeah, thank you guys again very much. And, yeah, I will see you guys. Unfortunately, I am not able to stream my live reaction or anything like that of the presents. I'm going to be listening to it while I'm at work. And, yeah, unfortunately, I can't do that. I work for a delivery company, so I'm in and out of a vehicle all day. So, unfortunately, I can't, like, stream it at work or something like that. It's nothing I could do at work. What I will do, if you guys would like to see some stuff, I'm going to try to kind of post my reactions to everything on my community tabs. And, yeah, if you would also like, I may also just have a video coming up soon, just of an overview of what we had seen tomorrow. I don't think it would be uploaded tomorrow just because of how busy I'd be and stuff like that. But, yeah, I'd love to just get a video up kind of explaining or talking about what I think of the presents, and it would be good to also get your guys' opinions on the presents for tomorrow. I'm very, very, very excited for this. I've been waiting for this day for a while, and I'm very excited to see what the future holds for Pokemon and for us as Pokemon fans. So thank you guys again for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all your support, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. See ya.